Hi everyone, welcome to Impact Lives Inspire People. This is Dr. Colin Matai. Hey, today we are talking about the keys to mastery. And the quote of the day is, repetition is the key to mastery. Keep working and improving. End of quote. And this is so true in life. I think a lot of times we have a tendency to think just because we're grown up, we're in our 20s, we're in our 30s, 40s, 50s, doesn't matter, we are adults, that growth is not something that's part of our life anymore. When a kid is born, the kid is not born speaking, kid is not born walking. These are the things that they develop through life. They have to learn to speak, they have to learn to walk, they fall, they continue, they rise up and continue walking, and then they start walking, then they start running, and then they become proficient. When they're 21 or 16 or 8, they get out of bed without thinking twice that they know how to walk, run. They get out of bed without thinking twice about knowing and feeling confident about their ability to communicate. And so these are things that people, when you're young, you assume you have to learn through these things, and then once you get to this level of adulthood, there's no more learning, and at that point it's just I pick up something and I'm good at it immediately. And so you find a lot of adults that are afraid of failure. They're afraid of trying something new because their first assumption is I will fail, which most of the part is true. You will fail, but in life you fail and you get back up and retry until you become a master at what you do. No baseball player became the best baseball player by hitting home runs straight out of the gate. No soccer player became the best soccer player by becoming the greatest soccer right out of bed. You know what I'm trying to say? And that is the concept I'm trying to communicate with everybody. Just because you fail doesn't mean you're not good at something. You fail, but you get back up, retry until you master that skill. Whether it's in business, whether it's in career, whether it's in finances, whether it's in being a parent, whether it's being a spouse, you have to keep trying until you become good at it. Improve on it until you become good at it. And so this is my words of the day today, is just encouraging you to repeat that failure, repeat that activity that you failed at. Don't assume failure is an indication that you're not good at it. It's just maybe you're practicing it the wrong way, and the more you practice, the more you become good at it. You don't become a surgeon overnight. You have to practice. You have to go through residence. You have to go through 4 years of degree. Same thing with us. You have to practice your skill in public speaking. You have to practice your skill in soccer. You have to practice your skill in being a manager. You have to practice your skill in being a CEO. And you can practice these things by talking, and you can acquire these things by going to school, finding a mentor. But repetition is the key. Repeating that thing that you failed at until it becomes conscious competence. When I was getting my license when I was 16, it was a daunting feeling being behind the steering and being on the streets. Worse off being on the highway, but repetition. Now I'm old enough and I've been driving for a long time. When I jump into my car, I do not even think twice. When I go on the highway, I do not worry, I do not fret. And that's what you have to get to. It's as one man said, you have to put in your 10,000 hours to reach that level of mastery. So I challenge you today, repeat that thing that you're failing at. Practice with your family, practice with your friends, practice with people online. Find mentors, go to school, but keep practicing and never give up until you reach your level of mastery. This is Dr. Colin Matai signing out. Stay blessed.